jump right in. First, to start off, we'll talk about some of the terms of Twitter. Kind of boring, but at least then when I jump into the other stuff, you'll kind of understand what we're talking about. So first is at reply or at mention. This is basically a comment directed at one particular user. But the thing to remember with Twitter is, for the most part, everything is pretty public. So even if you're having a conversation with that comment being directed towards one person, other people can see it. So just remember that.
Unless you block your Twitter.
Yes, that's right, unless you protect it. And if you're a business, you're trying to get your business out there, I wouldn't recommend doing a protected account because it kind of defeats the purpose. Now, if you have an account that you're just using for personal reasons, by all means, protect your account. But otherwise, I would keep it public. The only exception here is, of course, the direct message. So that's a private inbox where you can send private messages, which I'll show you when we jump into Twitter. A retweet is sharing someone's original tweet. And a client put it to me, oh, it's kind of like forwarding an email. And I think that's probably a pretty good way to think about it. Or the same way you would share something on Facebook that somebody else posted. Similar to that, there is the easiest way to do it. There's a little retweet button, and you just press that, and it'll go out to all your followers. But you'll also see sometimes that it's abbreviated RT with the @ mention for whoever it was that originally posted it. One of the last terms to know is favorite, very similar to a Facebook like. You can favorite someone's tweet if you just want to let them know that, oh yeah, that was a great article. Simple click. And your favorites also store within your profile in a favorites list, so that if somebody tweets an article and you're like, oh, that's really interesting, by the title, but I don't have time to read it right now, then you can favorite it and then later go back and look at your favorites. And the last thing everybody wants to know, hashtags. So hashtags are a way to track specific conversations or specific topics. And in order to do that, you just use the pound symbol with a word or phrase right after it. No spaces, otherwise it won't work. I like to think of them as keywords. So you wouldn't put a hashtag for everything, but if it's something that you think other people might be interested in or might be talking about, then a hashtag is a good way to sort of index that conversation.